on how to do something against climate change, how to change things. And they all presented the technologies and their ideas, and in the end, they all ended with "but." Because typically, there are always some guys saying "but." Yes, you could do it, but. Yes, we could finance it, but. I really like to urge you, we do not have time left for a but. Be it that you are investors, be it that you are startups, just do not accept a but. That's the most important message for me today. Thanks. We wouldn't be here so many years if we would have accepted the many buts we already heard. We still hear a lot of buts. And as you know, we are focusing on making mobility, electric mobility, part of the energy transition. We try to use the batteries of the cars as one distributed energy storage system and make it possible that whenever a car is not driving but parking for a longer time, that you can make parking times grid connection times. And this is all done to emphasize the building of more and more renewable energy resources and to charge in particular with the flexible load of the EV battery when it helps the grid, when it helps to build more solar, more wind energy production facilities. So I'm very proud that for exactly this approach and our technology, we won last year the Climate Action Challenge of the Mayor of New York City. My co-founder Knut Hechtfischer, actually, as a follow of this prize, is at this very moment in New York City on a panel on a Smart City conference, but likes to say hi to everyone who knows him. So the idea of Ubitricity to connect a vehicle as easy and efficient as possible to the grid is basically driven by the fact that the car itself is already very intelligent and is only in one place, not in many places. So we reduce charging infrastructure to a docking station and use whatever is possible from the car electronics and the car services to bring the intelligent and the service portfolio. In particular, we connect a green electricity contract with a car so that you can actually commercialize the energy value chain together with a car. So the car brings the green electricity and brings data and brings the whole portfolio of what you can commercialize and leaves the infrastructure a mere docking station. As you all know, we are doing this at various places with various solutions. One of the very important solutions is our light pole solutions for smart cities, in particular for people who do not have access to on-street to off-street, private off-street parking, but have to park on-street. And the question is, how can we use the 12 hours parking as charging times, as intelligent charging times? We are proud to have won a very big tender in London together with our investor Siemens, and have now started installing in a vast part of London charging points for residential on-street parking. This is what happened by now. Yeah? So we installed more than 1,000 of our simple sockets in London for this residential on-street use case, and made it possible that many people who were already thinking about changing from combustion to electric can now actually use an electric vehicle as part of their day. Last year in December, we were very delighted to welcome, finally, I would say, an international automotive OEM as part of our shareholders. Honda Motors invested in Ubitricity as part of a 20 million euro financing round, a C round, led by Honda Motors. And as you can see here on this picture from the Geneva Auto Show this year, they presented Ubitricity as part of their idea not only to sell cars, but to already participate in the value chain around the energy world. So all automotive OEMs eventually will not just sell cars, but will participate in energy, because the value chain must be extended for various reasons. And the great thing is, if the car brings the electricity contract, the OEM or anyone else connecting the contract has a permanent end customer relationship and can commercialize the full value of the battery, be it for driving, so just shipping or providing the electricity for driving, but in particular, if you do all the metering, all the measuring, and all the contracts on car level, you can commercialize the value of the battery as part of the grid as well. Well, we're happy that our third strategic shareholder, EDF, is now pushing electric mobility as one of the core elements of the EDF business as well. This picture was taken last year in, I think, October. EDF came up with an electric plan for the whole EDF company, and the idea is to become, by 2022, one of Europe's largest providers of electric mobility solutions. We are very happy that our technology, in the first step, our smart city light pole solution, is a part of this plan. You can see Carmen here together with me. She is the CEO of Citelum, the light pole operator of EDF. And, well, we have a lot to do together. Finally, Berlin, as Jan already said, it's a great city. Well, unfortunately, things didn't turn out as fast as they could. You know, we started our smart city product here in Berlin 2012 for the first time, when a magazine called Der Spiegel reported about the second life of streetlights. And, well, it took us a while, but we are now very happy to have won 3 major German projects from a clean air program of the German government. One of the projects is happening actually here in Berlin. It will provide the city with up to 1,600 new charging spots, 1,000 light pole charging spots, and up to 600 in real estate. We are participating in another project in Hamburg and another one in the Rhine-Ruhr region around Dortmund. And yeah, I'm very curious and happy that finally in our hometown we also have a chance to make the climate better and do something for clean air. Neue Berliner Luft, by the way, is a project title which is very closely orientated in a very famous song called Berliner Luft here. For those of you who like music, once a year the final concert of the Berlin Philharmonists is taking place open air at Waldbühne, and the final song is Berliner Luft. So if you realize what happens to the ordinary Berliner, like 20,000 people in Waldbühne, when they play Berliner Luft, you know why we chose that title. So finally, we are proud that we won just some weeks ago, actually, the New Energy Pioneer Award from Bloomberg in New York City again. And it's important for me to emphasize that this prize is not so much about charging infrastructure. It's really about how you integrate an asset into future energy systems. So it's about our idea to progress with the Internet of Energy things. So not thinking about electricity from a household perspective, but from a device perspective. And that is a total transformation of the way we think about electricity, but we are very sure that in future, all, at least relevant devices, will have own electricity contracts based on their ability to play an important role within the power grid. And, well, infrastructure-wise, that reduces, again, the infrastructure a lot, because you always focus on device level. So I'm very happy and open for every great talk that we usually have here at Ecosummit. Jan, thank you very much again for organizing this, and I will be here. Thank you very much for being here.